He's stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. They'll roll him out right. He's got it to Ingram, complete. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the 3rd quarter. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. 16 yards on that one and also a Texan first down. On first down, it's Watson. Steps away to his left. He'll try and run it. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Only a yard on the pickup, and now they've got a 3rd down and 8. To throw on 3rd down, Watson. Open man, the tight end fails. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first. And before this 4th and 3 play, we're going to get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Bill O'Brien, an offensive mind, and he's going to trust his offense here. They're going for it on 4th. Back to throw, Watson. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. Now it's Watson, flushed out right. And the catch made by Hopkins. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins, 41 yards. And the Texans push further out in front. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now it's Jackson. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Watson. It's complete to Hopkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. Watson eluding the pressure right. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Running from the gun, Johnson. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33. To throw is Watson. To throw on third down. And he fires one, but incomplete.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration, now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down 17-0, really needing to find that offensive spark on this drive as they have it with a 1st and 10. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So after that safety, now a free kick situation forthcoming as they punt it away from the 20. On the return, Carter. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And now the throw going to Fuller, and he's got it. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. They go play action here on first down. Buying time to his left. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Josh Bynes able to get in there and drop him behind the line. Looking to throw on second down. Watson. He finds Hopkins complete. A first down there on a pickup at 25. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Here's Watson, forced out to his left. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Jordan Akins, 28 yards. And the Texans push further out in front. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that will bump the lead up to 26. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. This is fielded at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Steps away. And now he's going to use his legs. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Texans say they have it. They do.
As they say, this game hasn't exactly been one for the books. I mean, we're into the 4th quarter here, and now this happens, another turnover. not one that they're going to hold up and say, yeah, this has been a banner day.
Absolutely. Still sitting on 0. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, his second touchdown of the afternoon as his guys continue to pour it on. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Jackson dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Again, they'll run with Ingram. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Being chased out left. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down.
Normally we're talking about a quarterback duel where they're matching each other pass for pass. How about the footwork in this one? Both of these guys running the ball well.
Yeah, they've mixed in the run game. You're exactly right. Now, both coaches might not like how much their quarterbacks have taken off, but another example right there of just good mobility. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. To throw again on second down. Jackson steps away to his left. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Tucker with the extra point, and that will get him one closer. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49.
Watson on the keeper. A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 47-yard line.
Set. 19. 36. All day, dog.
Down to a knee here as the Texans look to let the clock roll. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. To throw is Watson. Going deep for Hopkins. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down.
Marcus Peters on the coverage.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Back to throw. Watson, flush to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime,